All right, let's talk about something that I'm willing to bet a lot of us secretly worry about, having a bad memory. But what if that forgetfulness, what if it wasn't a flaw at all? What if, and just hear me out, psychology actually suggests it's a sign of a super efficient, high-powered brain?
You know the feeling, right? You meet someone new, you shake their hand, their name goes in one ear, and poof, it's just gone. Or maybe you spent, 10 minutes this morning tearing your place apart looking for your keys, only to find them in your jacket pocket. It is so frustrating.
And when that stuff happens, our brains just spiral, don't they? We immediately jump to, my memory's shot, or I'm just not as sharp as I used to be. It's this nagging anxiety that's actually really common.
But here is the major plot twist. What if all that forgetfulness isn't a sign that your brain is failing? What if it's actually proof that your brain is working smarter, faster, and more efficiently? Because that's exactly what some fascinating research suggests.
So get this, it's not a flaw, it's a feature. It's your brain running a different kind of operating system, one that's built for deep, complex processing, not for just storing a bunch of random, useless data. So let's dive into the 4 big signs that prove it.
First up, sign number 1. Your brain is an expert at filtering out the fluff.
Think of your brain like a super smart bouncer at an exclusive club. It sees all this information trying to get in. The arbitrary stuff, like random names, specific dates, it just turns them away at the door. Why? Because they don't mean much on their own. But the VIPs, the person's personality, the story they told you, the core concept from a meeting, your brain rolls out the red carpet for them. It saves the substance, not the label.
Yeah, so this isn't an accident. It's not a mistake. It's an active, high-efficiency choice. Your brain literally looks at a piece of data and says, nope, this isn't connected to anything important. We are not wasting precious hard drive space on this.
Okay, so that leads us perfectly into sign number 2, which is all about having a mind that's pretty much always overloaded, in a good way.
So there's this awesome term for it, cognitive complexity. If you're a deep thinker, this is totally you. It just means your mind doesn't work on one thing at a time. Oh no, it's running multiple programs at the exact same time, analyzing everything from a dozen different angles. I mean, seriously, think about it. It's like having a bunch of browser tabs open in your head. In one tab, you're replaying a conversation from yesterday. In another, you're trying to solve a work problem. A third tab is planning what you're going to say next, and a fourth is just pondering some big, complex idea. Your brain's processor is busy. And what happens when you have way too many tabs open? Your computer slows down, right? It's the same thing here. It creates cognitive overload. The reason you forgot where you put your phone isn't because your memory failed, it's because your brain's CPU was totally maxed out on more important stuff. It was so busy with the deep thoughts, it never even hit the save button on that minor detail.
This brings us right to sign number 3. And this one might just explain so much about your life. It's called selective organization.
Okay, be honest. Does this look familiar? Maybe you always forget to take out the trash, or your desk is, let's say, a creative chaos zone. But your work project plans? They're masterpieces of structure. Your digital files are perfectly organized. This isn't you being a walking contradiction.
See, it's not you being disorganized, it's your brain being strategic. It knows, subconsciously, that spending a ton of mental energy to keep everything in your life perfectly neat would be a total waste. So it makes a choice. It lets the low-stakes stuff slide so it can pour all that amazing organizational power into the things that actually, truly matter.
All right, let's get to the 4th and final sign. And honestly, this might be the biggest one of all. It's your brain's deep, fundamental need for meaning.
For a high-processing brain, memory isn't a filing cabinet where you just stuff random folders. No, it's more like a spider web. For a new piece of information to stick, it has to connect to the web. It needs a why. If it can't find a meaningful connection, it just gets treated like fluff and poof, it's gone. And wow, this comparison really hits home, doesn't it? You can't remember the 3 items on your grocery list to save your life, but that incredibly complex topic you got obsessed with last month, you can still explain it in intricate detail. That's because one lit a fire in you. It connected to your curiosity. It had meaning. The grocery list? Not so much. Okay, so let's tie it all together. What are the 4 signs of this super efficient brain? 1, it's a master at filtering out the useless fluff. 2, it gets overloaded because it's always deep thinking. 3, it's selectively organized to save precious mental energy. And 4, it absolutely requires a deep, meaningful connection to save anything at all.
Here's what I really want you to take away from all this. If any of this sounded familiar, you're not losing your edge. You're not getting dumber. Your brain is just playing a different game. It's built to prioritize the meaningful over the mundane.
So, please, the next time you can't find your keys or you blank on someone's name, just take a breath. Instead of beating yourself up, try thinking, okay, my brain must have been busy working on something way more interesting. Because chances are, it was.
And I'll leave you with this question. Right now, in this very moment, what tiny, useless detail is your brain deciding to delete just to make space for your next brilliant idea? Thanks for watching.